Tonight at 10, here in Ukraine, the nation enters a state of emergency with all military reservists banned from leaving the country in preparation for a Russian attack. More Russian military hardware heads for the border as separatists in the east ask for help from the Kremlin in repelling what they claim is Ukrainian aggression. Preparing for an invasion, safety drills for the Ukrainian people, while its troops say they're ready to fight.
I'm also afraid to be hurted or die here, and that's why I'm stand here in the armor and try to do my job as possible to stay alive.
Here in Washington, the White House says it anticipates and predicts Russia will soon further invade Ukraine.
Can the West's sanctions deter a Russian assault? The UN says the world has reached a grave moment of peril.
More from Clive in a moment. Tonight's other stories on BBC News at 10. New allegations of avoidable deaths and injuries involving mothers and babies have been uncovered at the Shrewsbury and Telford NHS Trust. Pupils in England who failed their maths and English GCSE could be refused loans for university tuition fees. And in the Champions League, Manchester United have been doing battle tonight with Atletico Madrid.
And coming up in the sport on the BBC News Channel, can England's Lionesses clinch the Arnold Clark Cup? They got off to a flyer against Germany, but was it enough to win the group?
Good evening from the Ukrainian capital Kyiv, where just a couple of minutes ago, a state of emergency came into force here. It comes as the Pentagon says it believes more Russian troops are moving into eastern Ukraine. The state of emergency here will initially last for 30 days and means all reservists will be conscripted into the regular military, as separatists in the east ask for help from the Kremlin in repelling what they claim is Ukrainian aggression. Underlining the severity of the moment, the United Nations has been meeting in New York to discuss the crisis, with the Secretary General Antonio Guterres warning that the world had reached a grave moment of peril. The rhetoric from Moscow remains defiant, with President Putin saying the security of Russia and its citizens is non-negotiable. And in the UK, Boris Johnson is warning Moscow there would be even more sanctions if its military operations along the border with Ukraine escalate across the frontier. Well, it was a dramatic turn of events when President Putin said he'd recognized two areas in eastern Ukraine as independent, the so-called People's Republics of Donetsk and Luhansk. He also said he'd send in troops as peacekeepers. America warns that would be an invasion. The separatist enclaves have been controlled by Russian-backed fighters since 2014. And our international correspondent, Ola Gerin, is in the Donbass region of eastern Ukraine, live for us tonight. Ola.